Sabathia ready with the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And he popped him up. And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. Here's Daniel Murphy now. Previous history with Sabathia, he's 0 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Andujar is over to take a look at it, and that's going to land foul. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Torres picks it up. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll step off and try and reset. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Just getting started here in the Bronx. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He's got it 1 away. Giancarlo Stanton now. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. And he brings it in on the warning track. In now, Gleyber Torres. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he is out on the tag. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
And it's fouled away. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in, Chris Bryant. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That's by him for strike 1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. A little low. It's 2-2. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Changeup too low. He walked him. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Missed with a slider. Bryant stands at first with one out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are two gone now. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 2 for 3.
Right fielder, Aaron.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit hard on the ground at first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Previous history with Sabathia totaled 18 hits in 81 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. In there, strike two.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Into the box, Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
So striding in, Javier Baez, who flied out leading off the ball game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. And the inning is over. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Hendricks, 28 years old. He was an 8th round selection back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The next 3-2. Gets a small piece near the plate. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward right center. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker.
Second baseman.
He's set and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. Hicks is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the...
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Gardner at second. Walker is over at first with 1 away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
To 2-2 now. Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So stepping in, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
And try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far. It's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked
threw it right past him. A swing. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aaron Judge, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off there 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Judge leads off first with 1 away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Up around the face.
And there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he's safe. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. The 2-2 one more time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another try at 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Gloved by Murphy. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there, and that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Jason Hayward. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now the first pitch from CC. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Torres has got it, and the side is digging in. Greg Bird 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
And he'll step off and try again. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Into the corner and slicing foul. step off. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3. Ready now, Brett Gardner. A base hit in his first trip. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4. Here's Neil Walker, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Neil Walker.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. First pitch coming, here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Gardner, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Now the 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Murphy takes it in, and he is in there. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Ben Zobrist.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So coming to the plate, Albert Almora. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And a whiff at a good slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another.
Missed with a slider. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Albert Almora goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Ready for another chance. Giancarlo Stanton set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Steve Cishek enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 41, Steve Cishek.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Gleyber Torres is on deck. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's big Aaron Judge. The number. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3.
And we'll have to leave it there. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Aroldis Chapman comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. He's set. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Walker has a play. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime line against Chapman, just 3 for 14. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Here's at the knees and called strike 3. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
Scorched to 3rd. And there's 1 away. So digging in now, Greg Bird. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Andrew McCutchen will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. No balls and a strike to count. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a 1st-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. At the plate, Neil Walker. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's just 1 for 6. 0-1 the count. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here comes the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Looking up is Contreras. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So the batting order turns over now and set to go Aaron Hicks. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit. Giancarlo Stanton now. He was sacked down on strikes in his last at-bat. Pitch inside, the throw.
He's safe.
Hicks at second with 2 down. High in the air down the right field line. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends. Ready once again, Chris Bryant. Lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up. Bird over to his left. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Check swing grounder to the right side. Taken by Walker. And he'll get in there safely. Here's Jason Hayward now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Ben Zobrist, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Zach Britton gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Britton has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. 1-1 the count. Britton is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Ian Happ will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Fouled away. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. The 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Here's Javier Baez as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Chad Green answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. And the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he's... So striding forward now, Gleyber Torres. He's hitless in 3. Jesse Chavez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Jesse Chavez.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Rizzo is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And the pitch on 2-1. Into center field, line drive base hit. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Runners off for second. Liner toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Greg Bird. He got called out on strikes his last time. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Luke Boyd, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And that one stayed too low apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Sanchez stands at second with 2 gone. Slow bouncer to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Leading off this guy. Second baseman.
And the pitch.
Murphy.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Speared on the dive. How about that? Digging in once again. Anthony. First delivery to him on the way. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Striding forward now is the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. 1-1 to Schwarber.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. In the dirt here. Three-two pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
McCutchen will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably...
Throw to first is in time, and the Yankees win it. The Yankees win. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Neil Walker. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run, and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
2 hours and 35 minutes. Our favorite tender here tonight in Yankees Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safe.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Striding in, Aaron Hicks. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. Striding into the box, Gleyber Torres, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Hicks rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. And with the free base at first, it looks like the dugout will issue the free pass, so that'll make for runners at the corners with nobody gone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Runners are at first and third with none out. 1-2 now. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Schwarber going back on it to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Now the first pitch here from Lester. 4-1.
This has been a rough inning for him on the mound, but now after that sac fly, he's got to reset. No one on base, so just get 2 more outs and let your teammates try to pick you up with the bats.
Now batting, Luke Voigt. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And the runner's coming home. Squeeze attempt, misses. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Now Lester's 0-1. Now the runner's on his way home. Now a bunt attempt here, and there are 2 away now. Standing in, Neil Walker. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the top.
Third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
In there, and it's full 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. From the belt, kicks and deals. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. 1-0 the count. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Two and 1. In past meetings with Tanaka, 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation, and he doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Hit back up the middle. Torres has it to Walker for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him. So here now's the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Schwarber has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Torres is certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Giancarlo Stanton now. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Torres at second with 2 down. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw. He's not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Settling in. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Lester says 1-1 pitch on its way. Popped him up. Contreras waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the... Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-1 to Schwarber. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming on for it is Hicks. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another full count pitch home. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Way out in front.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit.
A swing and a miss. That digging in to try it again. Gary Sanchez. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1. Here's a sinker that misses for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Popped him up. Rizzo has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Here's Neil Walker, flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a ball 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Schwarber has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka. He flew out in his last at-bat. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Bryant now. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
But this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo drew a base on balls his first time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Four to one's our score here in inning number 3. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and he is out. Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Here's Miguel Andujar now, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Payoff pitch one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Torres will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Murphy.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Outfielders shifted to the left now, as they must be thinking he's likely to go the other way. And we'll see if that pays off. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. Murphy, a native Floridian. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Popped him up. Torres is under it. And that's the third out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Zobrist waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no. He went around. In now, Neil Walker, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Leading off for the Cubs, right fielder, Jason.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Now another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 40.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swinging bunt up the line, but it's foul, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Aaron Hicks. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. hard hit ball to second. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
Number 25.
He's set. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
To first. Rizzo is there. Throw goes to third. And the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. A ball and a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And a step off, and there he goes towards second. Throw won't get him. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Love that pitch.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Adeiny Echeverria will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. Now the 1-1 pitch. He swung on and missed for strike number 2. And it's fouled away. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1. Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Breaking ball in for a strike. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's Chris Bryant now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
All even now, 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. a line. That's a base hit. Here's Javier Baez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And no surprise from this manager. Infield overloads the right side as they'll try to force the hitter to avoid the shift. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a throw over. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit down the third baseline. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And he's safe. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Flips it underhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Here's Ben Zobrist now. First pitch coming, here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here comes the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
And this one gets away. Throw to the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Sonny Gray is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one. Very close, but it's to 2-2 now. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. The 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well, and it's back to a 1-run game now at 5-4.
Number 12.
Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Popped him up. Voigt moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. Into the box, Jason Hayward. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 0 for 5. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gray, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Runners breaking for the plate. And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. And somehow he's going to score despite the missed squeeze, and that'll go into the books as a steal of home.
Number 40.
From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So striding in, Luke Voigt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last inning. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Justin Wilson.
Line drive to left. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Here's Neil Walker. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's 1 for 2. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Schwarber racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sonny Gray. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Andrew McCutchen will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Andrew McCutchen.
And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corner.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. Lifetime numbers against. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 6-5 ball game. Here's Echeverria now. Has a look, now the pitch. Too low, 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Missed with a slider. Still only 1 out in the inning. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Here's big Aaron Judge. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's Miguel Andujar now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. And that one just missed outside.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. chopped weakly to the left. There's Baez. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here. Chad Green gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. So in now for Chicago, Justin Wilson. He's newly entered into the ballgame. Ian Happ is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Green, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Bryant. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Down and away, ball one. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are two away now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Javier Baez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Sliders in for a strike. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Here's a drive out toward left center field. Baez will head for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a triple, his third hit of the night. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Runner in scoring position with Sukan. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Jesse Chavez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 43.
So stepping in, Gary Sanchez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Voigt. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Here's Neil Walker, tripled and scored in his last at-bat. We'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Popped him up. Contreras over to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. Here's Ben Zobrist now. A couple of walks for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Very weakly on the ground. The 1-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Number 3.
First offering on its way.
Daniel Murphy.
Line drive base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Into the box now, Albert Almora. Come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working.
And the throw is in time to get. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aroldis Chapman.